An article appeared recently that suggested that the Earth was pelted with comets by a hypothetical star lurking somewhere on the fringes of our solar system, causing us a bit of trouble. Commonly called Nemesis, and comically called the Death Star, this hypothetical object has also been called, of course, Nibiru. So what is going on here? It has been suggested that a red or brown dwarf somewhere near or in our solar system was responsible for a perceived cycle of mass extinctions found in the geological record, occurring roughly every 26 million years. It is of course a bit of a challenge to work out what caused each extinction event, and if there is a clear cycle in the first place, but many people are working on answering such questions every day, and there are instruments that may finally be able to offer us evidence of such an object, allowing us to see if such a hypothetical star could indeed play a part in our solar system. Launched in December 2009, the Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer may be our best bet. It scans the entire sky up to 10 times in a number of different wavelengths. You can think of it as our beloved telescopic friend IRAS, but with 1,000 times better sensitivity. About a third of the smaller objects it will see, such as asteroids and near-Earth objects, will be new discoveries. That is, after all, what science does: discover, unlike Nibiru believers. It has been said of this article, for example, that NASA admits Nemesis exists, and that the purpose of WISE is to detect it. That simply isn't the case. We've been well aware of the hypothesis of such an object from back in the days of IRAS, and the models and calculations have been built upon since then. What we haven't yet got is the complete picture, but we might be on the verge of saying yes, it exists, or no, still not enough to work on. If WISE or other future instruments detect such an object, can we say it is Nibiru? Of course, many believers will say yes, it is Nibiru. Okay, it doesn't have the wings they said it did, or the planets orbiting around it, or the alien race, or the 3,600-year orbit around our Sun, and it was a slightly different type of star, and wasn't found where we said it would be, and it didn't destroy the Earth or its people in 2012, but nonetheless, it is Nibiru. The believers were right. The problem is that believers don't really have much of an idea of what Nibiru actually is, partly because they bunny hop onto new theories and discoveries and claim it as their own. Here is a question to believers. If you know Nibiru exists, why aren't you sharing your knowledge? Why aren't you telling scientists exactly where to point their equipment? Why aren't you backing their efforts or proposing new ones? Why are you just sat on the internet reshaping new discoveries so that they fit neatly into your vision and shouting conspiracy every 5 minutes? If you think Nibiru exists, prove it. Please, offer us some evidence that we can test. If we reach the same conclusion, we advance science that little bit further. If we don't reach the same conclusion, well, we still learn. We learn that something isn't quite right, or that something is flat out wrong. But we all know why no proof has been offered up, don't we? Nobody has it. And until we can say so either way, all we have is a hypothesis. All Nibiru is an idea.